So what, and I do personally believe that personal branding is very, very critical for anybody's career. What would be your advice for people in this aspect?
So, few days back, I was interviewing for a data scientist role, and Python is a key skill for data science. So I got a CV. I was looking at the CV, and it was a long CV, 2 pages, and it was written all that he has done machine learning, Python. He has self-rated himself very well, and there was the LinkedIn link. So I went and clicked on it, and I opened up LinkedIn, and I saw that it was written web developer Python. So which one do you think is true? That he is a Python developer for web or for machine learning?
Oh, like that. I would say whatever is written in resume should be more relevant.
But do you think he can fake it up in the public?
Yeah, tricky.
So it's highly likelihood that he is a Python developer, but for web, wanting to get into machine learning. So see, today what's happening is Naukri.com is not where middle management or upper management jobs are found. Okay, people discover you on social media, and LinkedIn is the new resume. It's a resume. The problem in resumes is you cannot fit in a lot of information. But in LinkedIn, the beauty is you can have your image, you can have your about, you can have lines about your thing, you can have testimonials, you can have your voice opinion, you can put your certificates, awards, all of those. So in fact, a 50-page resume can fit in LinkedIn seamlessly. But it cannot be done overnight. कल मेरा interview है, आज CV बन रहा है. वैसे LinkedIn will not work. And I've seen LinkedIn has worked well for me because I started much earlier, but I slowly built my organic traffic onto it. I started expressing my thoughts, what I learned. I am a very introvertish person. If I go into a conference, I'll not talk to 50 people. But what I've developed myself is I can express myself, and it has worked beautifully when I started my own journey. In fact, every time I do a project, somebody offers me a job into it. But many of my projects get discovered because I've written a topic on LinkedIn. Say, few days back, I wrote about the importance of retention marketing, and a founder liked it. And then I DM'd him that, what did you like about it? He said, I'm also a strong believer into it. Can you help me with it? So I got a project from there. So people are now discovering jobs in it. And especially if you're looking for a job above 50 lakhs, you have to build your social profile and do personal branding. You have to be yourself. Don't need to overdo. I'll honestly tell you, I have done all the LinkedIn courses available for the last 1 year. I might have spent 2 lakh rupees. If you're interested, happy to share my best practice on it. But LinkedIn is your new resume, and it cannot be done overnight.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be, first of all, very, very well said. And I think if you could share the link with me of the courses that you have done, I will put it out along with the YouTube post. The second thing I really want to say, the topic which you said, right? If you are earning more than 50 lakhs, that means you are already in your middle management, right? And believe me, as you said, people want to see that what do you have to offer beyond what you have been told to do in the job, right? Yeah. And especially the whole product ecosystem where you work, where you are at a crossroads of such a cross-functional communication is very key, right? And I think LinkedIn gives you another medium to do that communication. Especially with your verbal communication, how well with clarity are you able to translate of your thoughts, your voice into that, 100 words of LinkedIn post. I do think that if you are able to think clearly, you will be able to write clearly only when you are able to think clearly.
And see, writing is a process.
Exactly.
The more you write, the better you will be able to think.
Correct.
And you talked about content, okay? So there are 3 types of content on LinkedIn. One is content about you, which is your profile. You can post that I won this award, I went visited there. That's all about, people will come, clap and go. But if you post it every other day, nobody will start looking at it.
Right.
But the other way people misguide themselves is that they are always looking for a job. But if you contribute your thoughts and value, that is where you will get noticed and get distribution.
Right.
So you have to add value, not extract value.
I agree.
Extraction value will come in like once in a year.
Right.
But not every day.
I do see that the posts which do really, really well are the one which are list of resources. I don't know how much of they have themselves used it, but there are tons of people who will always repost or take it from another post and put it out there. So they have seen, but yeah, I agree. Adding genuine, authentic thoughts, whether it is in the form of interacting with somebody else's content or putting your own content out. And believe me, most of the people don't do it because they are just so fearing about what will other people think, will people judge me on that? That is the biggest thing that's holding them back.
And see, in India, LinkedIn has about 1.1 billion MAU, and about 300K from US and about 300K from India. So 30 crores from India. So every person who is in a job, who is in the senior position is there. He might not be posting, but most of them are observing.
Right.
So if you want to get noticed, want to connect at any levels, you can do it. And when you send a connection, they will come and look, what are you doing? So it's a public profile. Right. So you better maintain it.
No, very well said. And if you're not doing it, then it's your loss.